talk about Lionel Messi.
Wow.
I mean, yeah, wow. There aren't too many players that I would, pay the admission. I mean, listen, I get him for free. I don't have to pay. I'm very lucky. But there aren't any players I can think of other than Messi now. I'm talking about now.
Yeah.
That will make me happily pay the money. And also, when I'm watching football at home, make me go, oh. I mean, he is... The run for the last goal was just mind-blowing. And his little he stopped, and then he looked right, and then he went left.
Yeah, dropped the shoulder. Yeah, he's been fantastic, he has. I mean, some of the stuff that he could do with that football, he's getting on an age as well, but he's still got a massive impact. I mean, the kind of chemistry that him and that Julian Alvarez have got is because he's been brilliant as well. Yeah. But it's kind of going under the radar because of what Messi's doing. Yeah. But he's been brilliant. I mean, just think that's Manchester City's backup striker, that Julian Alvarez. Like, as any of us supposed to compete with that.
I know.
But no, Messi, for me, the greatest player ever. I said that yesterday. I've said it all the time. But if he can get somehow, he's got one more obstacle now. If he can win that final, then...
Do you think he should, or he will, not he should, do you think he will retire from international football? He's 35 years old. He won't be playing, well, I'm saying he won't, we don't know, but I'm guessing 39 may not be in the World Cup.
It might be a bit far for him, but it depends what they've got, who's the next wonder kids in Argentinian football coming through.
Does he stop players coming through if he continues to stay in that Argentinian team?
I won't say he stops it, but it depends what his attitude towards it is. I mean, if he could accept at some stage that he's going to... Well, he's slowed down already, we're seeing that, but he's still got the magic moments. If he's prepared to kind of help the youngsters, kind of come through and maybe not play as big a role as he has done, I don't know, not even so much join the coaching staff, but be a good role model, talk to these young kids trying to help them, then someone of that quality and that experience is invaluable. He is... That there. Imagine learning from someone like him, but that's only if he wants to, do that role and wants to kind of change the way that he thinks about that role as well, and his own role in within that Argentinian teams where there's been other superstars that probably wouldn't do that. Yeah. But if he's prepared to do that, then there's no reason why he can't remain in that.
I fancy France to get through against Morocco tonight. I think it's going to be a tough game, and it wouldn't surprise me if we're back here tomorrow saying Morocco won 1-0. That wouldn't surprise me at all, right? But let's just say that France get through, they're defending champions, and they face Argentina.
I think France will win.
What I was going to say, is it all over if Maradona, there you go, that's Freudian, if Messi is not in the team? If he's not in the Argentinian team, is it game over anyway, irrelevant of who gets through?
But why wouldn't he be in the team?
No, if he gets injured after 5 minutes, are they solely reliant on him for success?
I would say they're solely reliant, but you look at the impact he had yesterday against Croatia. Croatia defensively have been solid, tight. Look at the way they play against Brazil. And the way that Messi scored the penalty, but I know it's all Alvarez is doing that.
What a great penalty that was.
Great penalty. But but the goals that they score, I mean... Yeah, he's a massive part of what Argentina do. I wouldn't say I'll write them off.
Here's a question for you. Are this Argentinian team more reliant on him than the 86 team were of Maradona? Or is that before your time?
I don't know, man. I mean, 86 is before my time. Yeah. But all I ever hear when people talk about Argentina in that 86 World Cup is that Argentina are poor.
Yeah, he dragged them to the final. Yeah.
But you know what? My only fear is if they're in the final and they end up against France, is Argentina's backline. I think there's some serious question marks. Romero's a bit rash. Yeah. Got Otamendi, Martinez, decent.
Yeah, centre halves a bit.
Yeah, it's a bit. Romero's too rash. Like puts his foot in all the time, gives fouls away. Yeah. Give Mbappe them guys that type of space, they punish you.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, listen. If anyone out there's old enough, I don't even remember 86.
You do.
Right? If anyone's out there,
you're 30 years old.
Shut up. 13, 86. Wow. Okay, my age is going up every week. But if you can remember the 86 Argentinian team, and you want to talk about the difference between Maradona and Messi and how reliant they were compared to this, I'd love to hear from you. If you want to just talk Messi, maybe listen. There's no question about Messi. We can. I just like talking about. If we were in a pub, we'd just be talking about Messi.
Either way, regardless whether you rate him as the greatest or not, he's 100% in everyone's thinking. He is one of the greatest players of all time.
If this England team had Messi, yeah, would we win the World Cup? Are we a Messi away from winning the World Cup?
No, Gareth would probably play him holding mid or something. So probably not.
Play him in goal.
Well,
listen, Lino,
won't play him.
Lino, I'm going to play Jordan Henderson above you. No, would we? If you took out Jordan Henderson, so you've got Rice and Bellingham,
yeah, and
you put Messi a little bit further forward.
I don't know.
Are we a Messi away? I'm just looking at the
I don't think we are.
Are we a Messi away from winning the World Cup? This current England crop?
No, I think we're a manager away, if I'm honest.
Okay.
Yeah, I think a manager away.
Blimey, that's deep.
But no,
okay, well, listen, we'll take calls in it 03717 223344.
Do you think Ronaldo's watching this?
Watching this?
Do you think Ronaldo's watching the games?
Yeah.
Cristiano?
That's a great question.
I don't think he is.
No, I don't think he is. I wouldn't want to.
Do you think he's praying desperately that he doesn't win it?
He is. He just wants someone to tap him on the shoulder on Sunday afternoon about 5 o'clock and just go, "You okay? He didn't win it." Before we go into break, have a listen to this. Laura Woods and Ali McCoist. They really did actually have a superstar on the breakfast show this morning. They were joined by the former Argentinian player, Ozzy Ardiles, who of course won the World Cup with Argentina in 1978. He said every Argentinian player wants to win the World Cup for Messi.
The beauty of this team is that they are incredibly close. All the players, everybody wants to do it for Messi. Messi wants to do it for the boys. It has been a change with Messi in the last 2 years. In fact, since Argentina won the America Cup in Brazil, against Brazil. Until then, he was always compared with Maradona, and the comparison was not fair, to be perfectly honest.
How great is that? Ozzy Ardiles on the show. I think I'm right in saying that Ozzy Ardiles in the 78 World Cup wore the number 1 shirt.
Yeah.
Which is very bizarre. I'm pretty sure I'm right in saying that they decided to do the squad numbers in alphabetical orders.
He also escaped victory. You
know that it's not
great
real.
film, though.
Great film.
Great.
He's the one
who does the skill, isn't he? The flick over the head.
Is that called anything? You're talking about the donkey kick, like it flicks it over at your back heel.
It's not rainbow kick, is it?
Is it the rainbow
kick?
Is that what we talked about last week, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I said Pelé scores the overhead kick about 8 times.
Yeah.
Goal.
Yeah. Great film.
Would that team win the World Cup?
Well, that escape victory.
Yeah,
I'll
get the 1 to 11 up in just a moment. We'll have a look at that.
With Sylvester Stallone in goal.
Do you know, apparently when they wrote this, so Stallone didn't have an idea about how soccer, football, whatever you want to call it, is played. And when he agreed to be part, I don't know if he co-wrote it or is involved in the production of it, but anyway, when he agreed to come on the production of the show, he said that he wanted to score the winner, right? Yeah. And because he wanted the glory, he was the big Hollywood name. And they were like, no, you're the goalkeeper, that doesn't happen. And he said, well, I want the goalkeeper to score the winner. And they went, no, it just won't be realistic. So that's why in the end he saves the penalty.
Oh, wow.
They wrote that in, yeah.